如今连火灵族那位天至尊敬的老祖都嫉妒不散。更是响彻了大千世界。
Reaching the level of saint, Xiao Yan's next great goal was the flame-purifying Lotus. It was precisely thanks to this heavenly flame that his cultivation would once again soar to the heavens. Xiao Yan already possessed the map, as well as the imprint of the saint-purifying Lotus. There he would encounter a relative of his. You may remember the video about Xiao Xian's younger brother. It was within the captivity of this heavenly flame that Xiao Qian, the cousin of the legendary Xiao Xian, was trapped. But where exactly was the flame located? After the events on Dragon Island and the battle with the three Dragon Kings, Xiao Yan used spiritual wandering or spiritual travel to reveal the precise location where the purifying flame would appear. In that distorted space he saw, the purifying lotus flame was definitely sealed. However, top experts had also discovered it. Judging by the damage in the space, the purifying lotus flame was trying to break free. It was already ready to manifest itself within the next few days. Not long ago, Xiao Yan had confronted the soul of the Hall of Souls leader, which allowed him to understand the true state of his own strength. At present, he had no chance at all of victory if they were to meet for real. Therefore he was absolutely required to subdue the purifying lotus flame at any cost. At that moment Xiao Yan was at 2-star saint. With his current abilities, he could rapidly increase his strength only after absorbing this heavenly flame. And then he would not even have to fear the Hall of Souls leader. The saint of the purifying lotus responded to the flame that was about to appear. The Hall of Souls also targeted the purifying lotus flame. In truth, the appearance of this flame, ranked 3rd, stirred countless secret organizations whose abilities were enough to attempt to claim it. And when the time came for the flame to appear, Xiao Yan looked into the distance. 2 moons, one above the other, appeared in the sky. At the same time 9 bright stars appeared, under the attention of numerous experts. They formed a special constellation. The appearance of 2 moons, the shimmering of 9 stars, and the emergence of a wave of world origin, the descent of the demonic flame. The purifying lotus flame finally revealed itself to the world. The entire world shook from the mighty pulse of energy. It was a world wave. Xiao Yan did not head there alone. He was accompanied by Yao Lao, Ziyan, the first elder of the Pill Tower, the founder Hua Yun, and others. Yao Lao took a deep breath, not expecting that the heavenly flame would break free so soon. Before its heat, even an expert at 6-star Do Zun would not be able to stand. Terrifying heat radiated from the land, causing distortions in the air within 500 kilometers. At its first appearance, it turned an entire mountain range into a desert. The space sealing the purifying flame was already destroyed. However, the flame itself was still inside the space. Xiao Yan and the others prepared to enter. The Hall of Souls leader himself, Han Mi Shen, personally arrived. But he did not attack because of Ziyan, a 4-star saint, and other allies of Xiao Yan. The Gu, Yao, Lei clans and others also arrived, and Xiao Yan met Gu sooner again. She had reached the saint level, so she could freely leave the Gu realm. Among all present, the strongest was a 4-star saint. The ancient clans made an agreement among themselves. Top experts whose strength had surpassed the boundary of 5-star saint were forbidden from interfering. Therefore none of the clans sent an excessively powerful expert. The true reason was that if they could not obtain the flame, they would not allow the others to obtain it either. Gu sooner advised that experts below half Saint Ban Sheng should withdraw. She also told Xiao Yan that the purifying flame used human emotions as nourishment for the demonic flame inside their bodies. Once it appeared, even the soul would be burned to ash. Xiao Yan nodded. Everyone entered the rift. Xiao Yan's group also rushed into the sphere of light. But upon entering the passage, Xiao Yan mysteriously found himself alone. He immediately felt the skin on his face dry out. What a terrifying temperature! His first impression of the distorted space was that he had entered an oven. Even he felt hot, despite having absorbed 5 types of heavenly flames. With a thought, a layer of brownish-violet flames surrounded him. He had entered here together with Sooner and the others, so why had he suddenly become separated? In the next moment he began to descend. Behind the seeming calm here, murderous intent was concealed, so he had to remain cautious. He first intended to find his companions. He sped deeper through the sea of flame. The surrounding high temperature caused a slight burning sensation on his skin despite the protection of a heavenly flame. As he flew, he heard a voice. It was the Hall of Souls leader with his subordinates. Shockingly, he showed Xiao Yan his father Xiao Zhan in spiritual form. The Hall of Souls leader placed his hand on Xiao Zhan's head and said that since they had practically captured Xiao Yan, there was no reason to preserve Xiao Zhan's life. Xiao Yan's eyes immediately filled with blood. The Hall of Souls leader clenched his palm and simply scattered Xiao Zhan's soul. It turned into specks of light and disappeared from the world. But what was this? We remember Gu Suner's words that the purifying lotus flame fed on human emotions. Xiao Yan trembled upon seeing his father's death. Terrifying murderous intent surged violently into his heart. He took a step forward, but then suddenly froze. His own flame burst out from his heart, driving out the purifying flame. A sudden intense pain returned part of his clarity. He realized that the Hall of Souls leader had vanished. It had only been an illusion meant to provoke an emotional outburst. This scene truly stunned him. Xiao Yan clenched his teeth and began circulating his dou qi. The foreign flame resisted for only an instant before retreating. In the end, the flame was completely expelled from Xiao Yan's body. Xiao Yan sighed with relief when he drove out the demonic flame. He was fortunate that his resistance to fire was high and his physical body strong. Indeed, a powerful flame. The illusion did not lose even to the one created by the ancient Bodhisattva tree. Heavenly flame enveloped his eyes. Xiao Yan saw a mist. Within it dozens of people were flying. Some of their bodies were already covered in flame, meaning they would soon turn to ash. As he looked around, he noticed Yao Lao, whose face now showed pain. A faint light cream seed had already sprouted in his body, meaning turning into ash was only a matter of time. Xiao Yan flashed to Yao Lao's side. He pressed his palm to his back and shouted something. The shout was mixed with fluctuations of spiritual energy. The shout entered Yao Lao's ears and fiercely struck his soul, causing his face to pale. His tightly closed eyes opened in that instant. Yao Lao breathed heavily, then wiped cold sweat from his forehead and said that the purifying demonic lotus flame was extremely terrifying. It silently created illusions to evoke emotions. If Xiao Yan had not warned him, he would have faced a tragic fate. Xiao Yan and Yao Lao left the illusion, breaking free of the misty area. As for Gu Suner and the others, they were not here. Their strength allowed them to leave the illusionary mist as well. Outside the mist, Xiao Yan met them again. This was called the Heavenly Mist of Nightmares. This ability was unique to the Saint Purifying Lotus. Rumor said that he could envelop an entire city in this mist, and people could live inside it for several hundred years. Only upon leaving would they realize that all that time had passed in a dream. Xiao Yan understood that they were inside the world of the purifying flame, caught by it the very moment they entered through the spatial rift. They were on its territory, which meant they had to follow its rules before they could hope to find the true body of the flame. Next, black spatial cracks appeared, and from them emerged the flame slaves, experts who had fallen under the control of the purifying demonic lotus flame. They were no better than ordinary puppets. Tens of thousands of flame slaves appeared. Xiao Yan unleashed his powerful strength, and Gu Suner along with the other experts did the same. But to escape, everyone had no choice but to enter the white gates. Inside the vast hall, they saw a strange formation. Numerous experts stood in the center. Their auras merged together, and killing intent radiated from their bodies. Passing through many such halls, Xiao Yan felt the strength of the flame slaves increasing. The flame had been enslaving for thousands of years, which explained the thousands of flame slaves. In Xiao Yan's opinion, this flame was playing with them like with toys. But then Xiao Yan noticed someone unusual. His name was Xiao Chen, also known as Blood Axe Xiao Chen. He possessed astonishing talent. Xiao Chen was the younger cousin of Xiao Xian and one of the most formidable members of the ancient Xiao clan. However, he disliked restrictions and had a fiery temper. An unknown number of experts died under his axe before he earned his reputation. Eventually, he disappeared without explanation. The Xiao clan could not find anything about him no matter how they searched. Naturally, Xiao Xian never told Xiao Yan about his younger brother, most likely because he did not know that he was still alive. Indeed, unlike Xiao Xian, Xiao Chen was still alive. Just imagine, one of the greatest ancient ancestors of the Xiao clan was still living. His age counted in many thousands of years, slightly less than Xiao Xian's, yet still astonishing. Xiao Yan would be overjoyed to learn that one of his ancestors still lived. But where had he disappeared, that even the Xiao clan never found him? As mentioned at the beginning, the reason was the Purifying Lotus flame. It truly deserved its third place in the heavenly flame ranking. The Purifying Lotus deliberately allowed itself to be sealed in order to observe others fight and benefit from their battles. The flame used people's emotions as nourishment for the demonic fire within their bodies. In its own space, it created an illusion in which a person could remain forever. Eventually, the flame created a powerful illusion and obtained an army of flame slaves, experts controlled by it. Among them were many Do Zun and others. Unfortunately, when the Xiao clan left the Central Plains, Xiao Chen fell into the illusion of the Purifying Lotus flame. But this did not prevent him from surviving until Xiao Yan's era. Most of his consciousness was under the control of the purifying demonic lotus flame, yet he could hardly be considered an ordinary flame slave. When Xiao Yan collected all 4 fragments of the map and even revealed the saint, its former master, he then set off in search of this flame. Xiao Yan passed through terrifying illusions created by the flame. And at one moment he saw Xiao Chen. At the moment of meeting Xiao Yan, Xiao Chen was a 5-star saint. 1,000 years earlier he had reached roughly 4 stars, but if he had not been captured by the Purifying Lotus and had continued cultivating, he might have reached 6 or even 7 stars. Just imagine, living thousands of years inside an illusion, Xiao Chen, despite his fiery nature, was extremely lonely. This loneliness only deepened when he heard Xiao Yan mention the decline of the Xiao clan. In the end, he no longer belonged to this era. As Xiao Yan passed through various illusions, he saw a thin man. Strangely, no flame burned on his body. He stood with his eyes closed, but an overwhelming aura radiated from him. A 4-star saint. Xiao Yan's companions trembled slightly at that moment. But unlike the previous flame slaves, this man was not a true slave of the flame. Xiao Chen possessed his own intellect. Compared to the earlier flame slaves, he had his own consciousness. Finally, he opened his eyes, and emotions flickered within them, yet they still seemed ice-cold. He stared at Xiao Yan. A massive blood-colored axe 3 meters long appeared out of nowhere. This man was incredibly strong. Xiao Yan's expression turned serious. He never expected that the Purifying Lotus flame could control such an expert. A short battle began. Xiao Chen roared, and a light flashed on his forehead. A bright symbol appeared, and his aura rose sharply. Xiao Yan's gaze froze on that symbol, as if struck by lightning. This was the Xiao clan tattoo. The symbol on the forehead of the man with the blood axe was the unique mark of the Xiao clan. Xiao Yan was shocked. He believed he was the only living person who possessed this tattoo. So why did this mysterious man have it? Could he be an ancestor of the Xiao clan? Xiao Yan's heart trembled at the thought. The purifying flame existed for an extremely long time, far longer than the Xiao clan itself. So it was indeed possible that it had captured members of the Xiao clan in an earlier era. This thought made Xiao Yan feel a faint joy. Without hesitation, Xiao Yan activated his own Xiao clan mark. The giant axe was about to strike him, but suddenly froze. Emotions finally appeared on Xiao Chen's previously indifferent face. Xiao Yan pressed his palms together and said in a low voice, "May I know the elder's name?" "My name is Xiao Yan. I am a member of the Xiao clan." The Xiao clan. Hearing these words, emotions flickered in Xiao Chen's eyes. He looked at Xiao Yan. Gradually, traces of his lineage awakened in his heart. "You are a member of the Xiao clan?" the ancestor asked. Xiao Yan nodded, and the man revealed himself as Xiao Chen, Blood Axe Xiao Chen. The Xiao clan had produced a remarkable figure in the past. Xiao Chen possessed astonishing talent. He was the cousin or younger relative of Xiao Xian, the brother of ancestor Xiao Xian. Xiao Yan was shocked. Given the circumstances, This man could indeed be considered an ancestor of the clan. But he had avoided the great tragedy of the Xiao clan because he was trapped here. It was hard to say whether this was a blessing or a curse. Xiao Chen began resisting the control of the purifying lotus flame. He still held his axe, but his entire body trembled. The purifying lotus flame was so terrifying that it could even control a 4-star saint. But fortunately, Xiao Yan saved him from the control of the purifying lotus flame. Xiao Yan used his flame fusion to weaken the control. Xiao Chen exhaled deeply, then looked at the Xiao clan mark on Xiao Yan's forehead. He asked, "What is the current state of the Xiao clan?" "There is no clan anymore." Xiao Yan briefly recounted the later events. Xiao Chen did not interrupt, but blood seeped from his clenched fists. When the story ended, he said sadly, "Even elder brother Xiao Xian perished." Xiao Yan quietly sighed as he looked at Xiao Chen's tightening fists. He understood the enormous hatred tearing at the ancestor's heart, but even if he had been with the Xiao clan at that time, he likely would not have been able to stop the tragedy. The Han clan was too powerful. Xiao Yan and the others were inside the flame's realm, but ancestor Xiao Chen could lead them directly to the purifying lotus flame. Indeed, it was unexpected to discover that Xiao Yan had another ancestor still alive. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and goodbye.